Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. In today's third video already, it is about 11 o'clock by the time you guys are seeing this video, but we are pumping out content like it's nobody's business for these 3A through 7A state playoffs. So, without further ado, if you are new to the channel, hit that sub button, leave a comment down below. Today's video, we are going to predict the 5A state championship. We are going to talk about the bracket, break it down, give our thoughts on it, etc. But before we do that, hit that sub button, leave a comment down below. That's the #1 way you can support us here at the channel. That also gets you up to date with all the latest videos. Of course, we will also have our 6A and 7A playoff prediction along with SEC predictions. So stay tuned. Lots of content coming your guys' way today. Hit that sub button. Leave a comment down below so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. And without further ado, let us go ahead and hop into this 5A playoff bracket predictions. Alright, so a few teams in 5A already played last night as usual, which did include Fairview. They did move on to the second round, so congratulations to them. First of all, good luck to everybody competing in the 5A state playoff games. Now, next up, we have Ramsey hosting Jacksonville. I'm going to go with Ramsey there. I'm going to fly through these prediction video because we have a lot of prediction videos to do with 6A and 7A. So I'm going to fly through them. Ramsey, going to go with them to make it to the second round. Scottsboro did make it to the second round already last night, but they are awaiting the winner of St. Clair County and George W. Carver. Going to go with Carver here to get the upset win on the road at St. Clair County. Then we have Moody versus Corner. I'm going to go Moody there. They've always been a powerhouse in 5A. I'm going to go with them to get the job done. Last night, what a finish from Priceville beating Guntersville 24-21. For context, I believe this team was down 21-7 at the half, and they find a way to get the job done on a walk-off field goal in overtime. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Priceville as they get the job done last night and move on to the second round. From a team that went 2-8 last year to make it the second round of the playoffs, that's a pretty heck of a turnaround right there. But they will be playing Moody in the second round of the playoffs if all things stand correct. Then we have Briarwood Christian hosting Leeds. I'm going to go with Briarwood Christian there. Russellsville versus Boaz. I'm going to go with Russellville. Northside did beat Beauregard last night in the 5A state playoffs, so they move on to the second round. Then we got Viger hosting Charles Henderson. This is going to be a very interesting matchup because of Charles Henderson's good defense, but I don't think they can contain Sammy Dunn, the Army commit for Viger. I'm going with Viger to get the job done at home in that matchup. Then we got Central of Clay County hosting Sipsey Valley. I'm going to go Central of Clay County. Andalusia hosting UMS Wright Preparatory School, going with the UMS Wright Bulldogs. Both of these two schools hate each other. It's been a playoff rivalry for years. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs of UMS Wright to get the upset win. Sam Williams and their offense like to get off to a fast start, and I'm very curious to keep up with this one tonight as well, which is why I'm going to go with the Bulldogs of UMS Wright to get the job done. Then, Montgomery Catholic hosting Citronelle. I'm going to go with Montgomery Catholic here. Citronelle kind of sneaking in there. They've always been a powerhouse. Montgomery Catholic has, which is why I'm going to go with them to get the job done. Valley hosting Shelby County. I'm going to go Valley. Williamson hosting Eufaula. Going to go Williamson. And then Demopolis hosting Elmore County, which, if I have my things right, sets up a Williamson versus Demopolis second round game. Demopolis' offense is really good. Williamson's defensive line is also insanely talented. They can put up points, which is why I'm going with Williamson to move on to the third round. Next game, of course, we have Montgomery Catholic hosting Valley. Gonna go with Montgomery Catholic to move on to the third round, and that should be a very fun third round matchup. We'll predict here in a second. Then we have Viger versus Northside. Gonna go with the Viger Wolves to get the job done. Central of Clay County going on the road, to the UMS Wright Bulldogs. Gonna go with Central of Clay County to get the job done. That is where I believe the Bulldogs run will come to an end, which sets up a Viger versus Central of Clay third round matchup there. We'll predict that in a second as well. Then we have Moody hosting Priceville. Gonna go with Moody. Their offense is elite. They can hit you anywhere you want, which is why I believe they're going to be a powerhouse in 5A this year in Alabama. Then We have Briarwood Christian hosting Russellsville. I'm going to go Russellsville to pull the upset over Briarwood Christian. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that that's what's going to happen, which sets up, of course, a Moody versus Moody versus Russellsville, our third round matchup. Then we have Jacksonville versus Fairview. Gonna go with Fairview there to get the job done. And of course, Scottsboro versus G.W. Carver. I'm going to go with G.W. Carver to get the job done there, which sets up a third round matchup between Fairview and Carver. I'm going Fairview to make it the semifinal round. In the next one, we got Moody versus Russellsville. I'm going to go Moody to make it to the third round as well. And then make it to the semifinal round. Then we do have Viger hosting Central of Clay County. That is going to be an absolute banger of a matchup if it happens to go to the third round of the playoffs. I'm going to go with Viger, though, to get the job done. And then we have Williamson versus Montgomery Catholic. Another really good matchup. Going to go with Williamson to get the job done, which sets up a Viger versus Williamson semifinal in 5A, which I'm going to go with Williamson to get the job done and move on to the state title game. I don't think anybody could stop them. And then on the other side, we do have Fairview playing Moody in the semifinals, and I'm going to go with Moody to get the job done as they will take on Williamson in the state championship game, and that is where I have Williamson winning 5A in the state of Alabama. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on my 5A prediction video. Just wanted to run through them really quickly because we got 6A and 7A coming up next, so stay tuned for that. We'll also have SEC predictions, which will probably be later today, but we will get them out for you guys, so they are on, of course, the YouTube channel. But hit that sub button, leave a comment down below so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. Thank you all so much for watching this one. Let me know who you have winning 5A in the state championship of Alabama in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.